Hello, great Biafrans, lovers of freedom all over the world. You're welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending your location. Okay, Kenneth Okonkwo has blasted Nigeria government and the justice system over delay in Nnamdi Kanu's case. Demand immediate release, saying that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's detention and delay will cause a lot of problem in Nigeria if Kano is not released. He also explained the risk defending yourself in court. We're going to go into all that. And also reaction from people after the news. A chieftain of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, and lawyer Kenneth Okonkwo has criticized the federal government over the prolonged detention of the leader of Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, calling for his immediate release or political resolution to the case. Speaking on Channel Television's Sunrise, Okonkwo described Kanu's continued incarceration as a failure of justice and violation of the Nigerian Constitution, which guarantees the presumption of innocence until proven guilty. A nation that detains a human being for more than 7 years and still cannot reach a judgment to his alleged crime is a nation that is failing in dispensation of justice. He said, Kano has been in custody of the Department of State Services, DSS, since his rearrested in June 2021 following his extradition from Kenya. His continued detention has attracted widespread calls for release from political leaders, activists, including Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives Benjamin Kano and right advocate Omoloyele Sowore. Okonkwo lamented that Kano's trial had dragged on without resolution, stressing that such delay eroded public trust in the judicial system. He said, justice delay is justice denied. When it comes to the issue of crime, the Constitution is very clear. The accused or defendant should be judged within a reasonable time. It is unreasonable to keep a man in detention for almost 7 years. What exactly are you judging? The ADC chieftain argued that no democracy should tolerate indefinite partial detention and that Kano's situation called for compassion and political maturity. In the case of Nnamdi Kanu, the legal process has been abused. Nobody remains sane after being kept in jail for more than 7 years, while a case is still being tried. If you do not find anything against this man, release him or reach political solution, Okonkwo said. Okonkwo remarks added to renew call for civil society and political actors for the federal government to seek a peaceful and lawful solution to Kanu's case, which continue to stir agitation in part of the southeast. Okay, so this is Okonkwo, calling for immediate release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And he also goes on to say the risky or the implication defending yourself in court. He said defending yourself in court, one, can be cost effective, but it also carries significant risk. Without legal expert, you may make costly mistakes, miss deadlines, or fact harsh penalties. And self-representation can lead to misunderstanding, mixed opportunities, and even worse outcome. It is crucial to understand the legal principles, procedures, and the potential consequences of self-representation to make informed decision about your legal, strategies and all that. So He said, but at the same time, Kanu, that he think and he trusts Kanu's Kanu is knowledge. He has experience for him to, boldly stand and take to stand for himself. That means he's learned in that field. But he's for Okonkwo is talking because he's saying explaining this as a lawyer, the risky and the implication on that. But still calling for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Says that the Nigerian government should release Nnamdi Kanu. You can't keep someone in prison for over 7 years without trying him, without finding him guilty. What are you looking for? What exactly are you doing? Every time you go to court, you bring him to court, you take him back. You bring him to court, you take him back. You adjourn, you postpone everything. Delaying the whole process is, shame to the Nigerian government and to the justice system in general. I mean, it's not the only one that have said this. A lot of people have condemned the way the Nigerian court justice system are handling. I mean, it shows the kind of justice system you have in Nigeria, which is rubbish, corrupt, and lack knowledge, like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said. So this thing is getting too much, and a lot of people have been complaining about this. And now, the way things are going, it looks like the whole thing will drag for so long and it will continue going, which we don't know when and how this thing will be resolved. Okonkwo said, keeping Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in custody will, cause a lot of damages, and they will continue. It will make the agitators more agitating and causing problem because of Kanu's detention. Called the Nigerian government led by Ahmed Bola Tinubu to use his own power to resolve this issue peacefully, amicably, and all that. I mean, it's crazy because the same government, they are sitting down with terrorist people, with kidnappers, and all that, discussing peace deal with them, helping them, reintegrating them into the society, and all that. Why can't they do the same thing to Kanu? And this is what people have been saying long time ago. It seems like the Nigerian government don't care. It seems like they are not bothered about all these things. And it's more damaging the image of Nigeria when it comes to this kind of injustice that are being meted on Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It's wrong, it's totally wrong, and it's unacceptable. We'll stop here. God bless you all. Bye.